Hey friends, how y'all doing? It's your girl Nott. So anytime I put some clothes on, I think I should do a video because I work from home and I don't be getting dressed like I used to. But I had an event for a client. Well, my client had an event. It's Gaddis for kids, and it was her event for the college tours and just college preparation. It was really good. So I was glad I was able to attend that for a little bit. But I was, writing in my journal, and I was unpacking the why behind my purpose. And I said, I would like to share this with you all. So I will be reading my notes, but I want to share, what I wrote. So bear with me here. And it says, I'm doing this because I don't often take time to just slow down and share. So people ask me what I do, and I take for granted how much I do. So I kind of downplay it, like many of us do. But I want to share that, people see me in different spaces. You may know me from Chit Chat with Nott, where I talk about life, faith, and authenticity. Or maybe you've crossed paths with me through Encourage Consulting, where I help entrepreneurs bring order to their vision. But at the heart of it all, there's one thing that drives me, and there's one thing that keeps me showing up on days that I'd rather stay quiet, and that is my why. My why started long before the titles, before the businesses, before the platforms. It started with quiet moments in my own story. As a teen mom, I had every reason to quit before I ever began. I was mentally drained. I had so many issues with imposter syndrome, low self-esteem, all the things. I was always told what I couldn't be, what I couldn't become, what I wouldn't have, how far I wouldn't go. But here's what I learned. The very thing that people are trying to label you as, your ending can actually be the beginning of your purpose. So, and it was some of the people who were saying these things about me were very influential people in my life, very close people in my life. But people can't see you past their own vision. If that makes sense. So for me, my why is rooted in perseverance and faith. I have always persevered. I've always been determined. It's about showing people, especially women, that you can start, and you can start scared. You don't have to wait until everything is perfect. You don't have to feel perfectly ready. You can take that trembling first step, and God will meet you where you are. I think there's a scripture, or maybe my mom used to say, I don't remember, but I'm sure I'm going to mess it up. But it says, if you seek him, he'll find you. So it's the same thing. If you're seeking, he will find you. And that's why I started those Start Scared journals. That's why I'm always on you to journal, because in that journal, and why I share my reflections and why I tell the raw truth about my journey is because I want people to know that fear does not disqualify you. It just proves that you are on the edge of something bigger, greater, outside of what you may think. Professionally, I became an admin because I needed a job that was conducive to my family life. As a single mom, I needed flexibility. And one of my children seemed that she was always having a cold and was sick. And so I got my first real admin job in Springfield at Rockmore Center. And it just made sense. Then as years went on, I continued to work in that space because it made sense then, but then I really gained skills and I enjoyed it and I was really good at it. So years later, I worked at OSU for 10 years. And when I left because I was burnt out, but not because I was burnt out about the work, but it was the type of work or the type of organization I was in. I had given years in service as an executive assistant, as an operations leader, but I knew deep down there was more. God was calling me to build something that didn't just support me. My dog is crying. Hold on, Nellie. But it also supported others who were building their dreams. And that's why I launched Encourage Consulting. Now, here's a story that I haven't shared much. I had a whole panic attack and finally decided to leave my job. and I told my therapist I'm quitting, and she said, finally. I was completely burnt out. I was having anxiety attacks before I went to meetings. I didn't want to answer my phone. It was just a disaster. And so that's how I came to leave OSU and start my own business. But my why here is simple. Entrepreneurs should not have to choose between their vision and their peace. And that is the component that I wanted to make sure that I was embodying, and I was walking out when I when I started my business. Too many brilliant leaders drown in the details. They lose track of their systems, and they feel like they're running in circles. My purpose through Encourage Consulting is to bring that structure, strategy, and support to be their partner, and to help leaders breathe again. Because I have a servant's heart, and I'm a servant leader. So while I have my own business, I still want to help other people be successful in their own business. So I want them to be able to breathe again and to reach their goals, because I know firsthand how easy it is to be and allow burnout to succumb you when you're trying to do it all by yourself. My why is helping others not just run business, but actually thrive in business. And then I started Chit Chat with Nott just by chit chatting, and my name is Nott, so it made sense. So this is what surprises people, though. Chit Chat with Nott and Encourage Consulting, they are not two separate worlds. They are just really two sides to the same coin. In Chit Chat with Nott, I help people tap into their courage, their clarity, their confidence in their personal lives. In Encourage Consulting, I help entrepreneurs find alignment, structure, and systems in their business lives. And you know what? Both are rooted in the same why, and that's transformation. I believe in helping people see that what feels messy can actually be managed, and what feels scary can actually be started. Whether it's picking up my journal and writing through your fears and yes, let's see. Let me repackage that, because I was going to go too far. So it could just be picking up your journal and writing through your fears. Or from a business perspective, it can be hiring that virtual operations manager to take tasks off your plate. It's all about giving permission to breathe, grow, and step fully into your purpose. So to really unpack that, both things, having, coaching, having a journal, having, accountability, or hiring an operations manager or administrative manager to kind of clear up that clutter. They are both giving you permission to breathe, grow, and fully step into your purpose. So, let me ask you, what is your why? How do you get up every morning and do what you do? Why do you push past and through those hard days? And if you don't know yet, that's okay. Don't rush it. Sit with it, write about it, pray about it, journal it. Because when you know your why, that is when it will all start to make more sense to you. As I stated, I created a journal called Start Scared, a 30-day journal to faith over fear. And each day there's 30 prompts, and then there's just a one-pager where you can write out your thoughts on that particular prompt or that particular passage. And so and then of course with Encourage Consulting, I create systems to help you, be less chaotic in your world. So in all of that, I hope that you know that your why matters, my why matters, and if you need help working through that why, let me know. I thank you for joining me. I pray that you stay encouraged. You always show up authentic, and you take care of you. And if you're an entrepreneur who's ready to align your vision with your strategy so your why can flourish, contact me as well, because Encourage Consulting can help you. Because your purpose deserves to thrive, not just in your personal life, but in your business life too. All right? Well, thank you again, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.